Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kayla Cosmos and today we are going to be discussing whether or not I prefer living in Kaohsiung or living in Kinmen. I've also been getting a lot of comments recently with people telling me like, oh my gosh, now you're a Kaohsiung girl. I don't really have a response to that, but I think based on my attitude, I think you can tell how I feel about that. And that's why when I recently traveled to Kinmen for 10 days, I decided that this would be the perfect opportunity to discuss some of the major differences between living in Kaohsiung and Kinmen and why at the end of the day, I actually prefer Kinmen. Now, before I get into telling you why I prefer living in Kinmen over Kaohsiung, please make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as I have a series of Kinmen videos coming out in the next few weeks. And if this video is now old, then that means those videos have been released and you should go check them out after you watch this video. Okay, so the first thing I want to discuss is because of what there is to do. And I know what you're thinking, how can I prefer what there is to do in Kinmen over Kaohsiung? Well, considering we have been living in lockdown in Kaohsiung for the past 3 months, literally the only interesting things for me to do in Kaohsiung is go hiking, I guess. There's really nothing interesting to do. Once the bars closed, social events closed. But in Kinmen, because there is so much nature, and I personally feel like Kinmen was a giant playground to me with all of the abandoned mansions, military bases, the beaches. I really loved it there, and it was very easy to get to these places. And this discussion of access of things to do leads me to my second point, is that transportation and getting to the things that you want to do is so much easier. There's a huge difference in the sense of freedom that I have in Kinmen versus Kaohsiung. In Kinmen, go out, get my scooter, go wherever I want. In Kaohsiung, it's like, okay, I want to go here. How do I get here? Can I take the train? Can I take the bus? Do I have to buy an Uber? Do I have to it's just so much extra work to get anywhere in Kaohsiung. Coming into my last point, I must say that my happiness in Kinmen was so much higher than it is in Kaohsiung. Of course, living in lockdown for 3 months in Kaohsiung didn't really help me, but the things that I was doing before lockdown was like going out and drinking and socializing with people. I didn't really have that in Kinmen, but does that really make me happier? I don't know. In Kinmen, there's something different that I feel there. Like, I feel so much more free there. I had, one really close friend, Lucian, where we would just go out and explore places and just have fun. And I never feel interested in Kaohsiung in that way at all. So this is why when people say, oh my gosh, you're a Kaohsiung girl now, I'm like, I literally find nothing very interesting in Kaohsiung. When I lived in Kinmen, I felt like a sense of wonderment. It's so charming, it's so old and historic, and I have it tattooed on my arm, okay? I have no desire to get a Kaohsiung tattoo on me anywhere. So you might be wondering then, why do I live in Kaohsiung if I love Kinmen so much more? And the reason for this is because Kinmen is incredibly isolated. If Kinmen was closer to mainland Taiwan, if I didn't have to pay 100 USD for round trip flights, then I would probably be living in Kinmen right now. Living in Kaohsiung, the benefits of it is that I am closer to the rest of Taiwan, so if I want to travel, I can do that much more easily. I have some friends here in Taiwan that I'm able to see so much more easily, but I kind of just see Kaohsiung as a convenient base for me to live in and then do things from out of the city. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I really just wanted to talk about this. Please keep an eye out for my future Kinmen videos. I'm so excited to release them as I had just spent 10 days visiting there again, and it was absolutely wonderful. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.